What's up, guys? If you're new here, I'm Kyle.
And I'm Ryan. And on today's episode, this is actually part 2 of hanging out with Chandler. So if you haven't seen part 1 already, go back and watch that. But for this episode, what are we doing, Kyle?
I don't know, what are we doing? Oh, right. We are working with cobras down there in Homestead.
Let's check it out.
Come on, out from the shadows. Come say hello to our guests. Want to come chow in front of everyone? Little noms? There we go. Yeah, kill that rat. Shake it to death. This is Jade and my black-throated monitor. I love her. She's actually one of my original reptiles. When I was 13 years old, I believe, I bought her when she was just a wee little baby. I got a picture somewhere. It's on my Instagram. She's a sweetheart. Really good ambassador animal because kids can walk up and just pet her on the back and there's no threat of her trying to bite, whip, or claw somebody. No food. No food. Ah, no food. I'm not feeding you right now. This is my hand. She's a good girl. So, Ryan.
Let's go. Time to check out some snakes.
You want to feed the Collett snake? It just shed. It's looking really good.
Let's do it.
I got some feeding tongs right there. Why don't you grab those tongs? Jade, there's nothing else. You want to come up here? You want to come up here? You want to hang up on your kingdom? There we go. All right, so I got a rat. Where'd I put it? Oh, that's right there. I got a rat warmed up for you. Awesome. So this is the Collett snake, and as you know, Pseudechus colleti, it's got the potential to put you in a coffin.
No, for sure.
Yeah. So
you said these were related to red-bellied black snakes?
Yes. I'm going to unlock it this way because I forgot the keys.
So the cool thing about the Collett snakes is I've actually worked with this species before. Back when I was in California, I was working for one of the few venomous snake keepers there that would breed them. His name's Steve Angeli. And he actually produced these, and believe it or not, he had some massive Collett snakes. I was telling you about them. They're 6-7 foot range. They're big animals, and a cool thing about these guys, even though they're from Australia, they'll still hood out and kind of do a little cobra dance. It's really unique.
I'm listening to you. I'm just keeping my eyes on the snake because once I remove the glass, this snake's on fire. Its tongue's shooting out. It's targeting. It's picking up the scent of the rat. Don't worry about Jade. If she bites you on the calf, you're fine.
It's okay.
Teeth aren't that big.
So come on in here, guys. Let's feed this Collett snake right now.
Look at this. Here, you want to hand me the camera and I'll get you a really good shot? I'm gonna prop it like this. There you go. The Collett snake. Oh, there we go. He's picking up that scent. He's picking up that scent. You gonna take a nibble? There we go. He's thinking about it. Here, put it in front of him like 4 inches and wiggle it. Give him the opportunity to go after it. Yeah, there we go. You know, these guys will be eating lizards and all kinds of stuff out in the outback, so they've got to be quick. Gnaw down on them. There you go. Give that camera right back to you.
Yeah, so I love these snakes. Actually, when Steve was producing them, I got the chance to work with babies as well, and they start off about that big. They're so tiny.
So tiny. They're such a unique species and endemic to Australia. Found nowhere else on the planet, so this is a gift to have in a collection, honestly, because not a lot of places you can get animals straight from Australia. As you know, Australia is a protected place. They don't export animals unless you're a zoo-to-zoo kind of situation.
It's been like, what, 40 years since Australia exported when they put that ban out there?
Yeah,
it's been a while.
I believe so. That's way before my time, but...
And one of the cool thing, or interesting about keeping a lapis, especially in these vision cages, I know last time we were here, they like to tuck right up in the top.
Yes.
So you gotta check that before you just reach in, because if you do, you might have a Collett snake land on your arm.
Yeah, definitely for all those hot keepers out there, if you have mambas, definitely want to be worried about something like that being hanging up on the lip. Jade, what are you doing? You gonna nibble on our buddy Ryan? Huh? Good lizard. Under here, I have these rat pups warming up, so they're nice and toasty for our next animal we're gonna feed. So take this rat pup for me. Don't give it to Jade, because she's a food monster.
She's a little hungry.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unlock the bushmaster enclosure, and I'm actually gonna have you feed the female. She's bigger.
Yeah.
She will shoot out. So what I want you to do is for a couple seconds, I want you to shake the rat around the entry hole so she starts to pick the scent in the box, and then start holding it outside of the box. You're gonna wanna get close and get a shot just of the box, because this is literally bushmaster in a box. We'll shoot out. There we go, boom. This snake is one of the most speechless. It's hard to talk about these snakes. This is the largest species of viper on the planet. I'm sure you know that already, but the viewers at home probably don't. This animal has the potential to get 12 feet long. That is the biggest viper on the planet. And it's one of few vipers on the planet that lay eggs. So rattlesnakes give live birth, right?
Yes, correct.
A lot of tree vipers, live birth. Latius muta, eggs.
I remember when Chandler got these, he sent me the picture. I couldn't believe that you picked up a pair of these.
Oh my god,
these are super rare for captive keepers. Yeah, no, this is freaking awesome, dude.
It's awesome. This is a snake that most public would not understand when looking at. It's something you gotta share with fellow reptile lovers because they'll appreciate it.
And as you get in there, you can actually see how big those fangs are.
Oh, they're incredibly big. I think they rival some of the biggest fangs on the planet, considering gaboon vipers have the biggest fangs on the planet.
But they're a smaller species.
Man, it is hard to say that bushmasters, they have one of the longest pairs of fangs on the planet. I think they might rival gaboons. I just don't think there's enough people grabbing bushmasters behind the head and checking and measuring. So we're gonna let this girl be. We're gonna close this up. There we go. We're gonna make sure it's nice and secure. And we're actually gonna be feeding the male next. He's a bit smaller.
Awesome.
Because I know you don't do much with the snakes. This is a badass species of viper. So I think Kyle can take on from the tongs, or take control. I want you to grab this little rat for me. It's nice and toasty, it's what they like. Like I was telling you earlier, cute, heat-seeking pits. So it's very important here. Let me grab it right here. They're very specific on where they want to grab their prey. They always target right over the back, so their fangs sink into the lungs and the chest cavity. So they're always going after that one spot. He should be in that hole, so wiggle it right outside the hole and he'll pick up that scent. Like duck it in the hole for a couple seconds and then bring it out and he'll eventually shoot out. There we go. Cool. There we go. Boom. Easy as can be. Here, what I'll do is I'll put my iPhone light on so you can get a better look at that beautiful viper. Look at that.
Rust coloration, it's gorgeous.
It's insane. Such a beautiful snake. This is my favorite species of pit viper. Well, bushmasters, let's just say bushmasters because there are multiple species of bushmaster, but bushmasters are my favorite vipers on the planet.
What would you think of feeding that, Kyle?
That's really cool. It's so cool how they just pick up that scent and shoot right out.
They're one of the most food motivated snakes on the planet. Literally, these are like one of the only pit vipers that will come out chasing. Don't worry, it's a snake hook, guys. These are one of the only pit vipers on the planet that will pursue you for food. They will literally follow you out of the cage for food.
Thank you very much for that opportunity, man.
Yeah, man, this is something that you're going to look back on because you feed this animal now, and then in 6 years, when it's 8-9 feet long, it's going to be even more fun to feed them when she's chasing you down the road for food. So yeah, Bushmaster's feeding, they're doing good. We fed Ziggy, gave a little something to Jade. Jade, what are you doing? Stop trying to unplug the lights. I know you don't like that green tree.
Come out of here.
Come on. But anyways, I have a very fun rack right here, and I'd like for both you and Ryan to check out what I have in my snake rack behind me. So what I'm gonna do is ask my handy dandy camera assistant to hold the camera, and you guys come over here, grab that snake hook. There you go.
Alright, guys.
And this is my Venomous snake rack. It's flipped around so no one can get into it. And in this rack, I have a multitude of deadly vipers and really cool looking cobras. So you got a snake hook. Where's my other snake hook? Let's make sure we're all hooked up. There's the other snake hook right here. Oh, look at that! Oh my god!
There you go.
That's why he works with crocodiles. You gotta
Quick
really
hands.
fast.
Yeah.
So,
Wait, where's my hook?
I'd rather have one. Right up here. This is a non-venomous species. Really cool. I love this little guy. I'm using a hook because this guy is very bitey. A beautiful yellow anaconda, which recently these animals were banned. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah, no, you were telling me about that. So I've kept a lot of these back in California, and I don't know about you, but every yellow anaconda I've kept has always been extremely moody compared to like the greens. My greens mellow out, the yellows always bit me, and I had one for 6 years and it never mellowed.
Yeah, the yellow anacondas are, like, I'm not going to let this animal riot on my skin because I know it might give me a random nip. It's kind of like a king snake. They don't give any cue or warning or any body language. They just go and bite you real quick.
Yeah.
Cal, you want to hold this one?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, great.
But no, this is an awesome species. I actually got this little one when he was a neonate. It's not too bad. I just haven't been putting in a lot of time with handling. So this is not Nahakutia.
So this is Egyptian, right?
Yes, this is Nahahaja. So this is the Egyptian cobra. This is not a banded Egyptian cobra. This is the solid brown or solid black version, and they are extremely aggressive.
Yeah.
These animals will shoot out, flare in, and they are ready to bite. So you see how he immediately wraps around my hand like that? This is not a safe snake to work with for beginners because they're such a fast, dangerous Aladdin. This is actually the smaller of the two. Oh, relax. Relax. We don't need to be all crazy. Come on. Here we go. So beautiful little Egyptian cobra, really wiry. And the parents of the snake were actually nearly 10 feet long. So when Fish and Game did inspections on the keeper's house, they immediately thought that these snakes were king cobras because of how large those parents were.
Because what, these are just smaller than the forest cobra, right? The forest cobra gets a little bigger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the Egyptian cobra is actually the second longest, largest cobra in Africa. True cobra.
Yeah.
And then the forest cobra is the longest species in all of Africa. And then I believe the longest elapid in general out there in Africa would be the black mamba, because they've been known to get over 13, 14 feet. So really feisty, really dangerous. I'm going to put them back. Not a mellow snake to work with. I got a little something easier to work with in a second. So this is Big Bertha. Big Bertha is a very large monocled cobra that was produced by Tyler Nolan. Then that neonate, which means young baby, was given to a friend of mine, Brandon. He raised the snake up for a couple years and then decided, you want to keep venomous snakes? And he sold me this cobra. So this is Big Bertha, the monocled cobra. She is a beast. She hugs up really nice. She's probably about 5 feet long. Oh, don't be upset. Oh, oi, really hissy, really hissy. So what I'll do is I'll put her on the ground like this, and you can go ahead and handle her with the hook. Cool fact, while we have a black-throated monitor crawling up behind us, black-throated monitors are known to go up to cobras in Africa, like Cape cobra, spinning cobras, grab them, thrash them until their vertebrae breaks, and then swallow them whole. And they have armored skin like a Komodo dragon, because they're in the same family, preventing them from getting envenomated. So black-throated monitors, as slow and methodical as they may seem, they are true predators. But this girl, you can talk all day about this girl. This is a classic hot snake in the world of venomous reptiles.
These are probably the most kept cobra in the venomous trade.
Oh yeah.
But they're pretty freaking toxic. Like if you get bit by one, it's no joke. They're not a training snake. They just happen to be really popular and common.
Yeah, the thing is, drop for drop compared to king cobras, they are way more toxic. They have an extremely toxic neurotoxin, which will just shut down your body and you need a respirator to breathe. You don't want to get tagged by any elapid. It slowly shuts down your body. You lose mobility, you can't lift your eyelids, and you can only hear what people are talking about in the room as they discuss your funeral arrangement. So that's the thing, that so many different venoms, so many different species to work with. It's endless, you know. You guys can see that beautiful O on the back of the hood. Here, I'll take the camera so you guys can see it better. That is why it's called a monocled cobra. That beautiful O right there. Look at that. So that is supposed to represent an eye on the back of the hood. So if this animal is being snuck up on by a predator, even though it's not paying attention to the predator facing it, that O seems like an eye to make the animal go, oh, I don't want to eat that. I'm very uncomfortable. So when it comes to handling snakes in general on hooks, you just look at it as thirds. We have the first third right here. That's the first third. Oh, hey, Kevin. There's Kevin. If you guys want to see Kevin the King Cobra, he's right in there. So anyways, so the first third's right here, obviously. Then we have the center, and then we have the last third. You always want to probably just go for the center right there, and then you expose the tail, and then now you're tailing a snake on a venomous hook. And I know you're not super into this kind of stuff, but I would love for you to try it. And if you're going to try it with anyone, it'd be really cool if you tried it with me. So go ahead.
To tail it?
Yeah, feel it. Listen, the thing is, a lot of people try to say, you gotta be shaking, you gotta be on edge when you handle crocodiles and venomous reptiles. I don't believe in that. I think you need to be confident in what you do, you need to be calm and understand what the animal's doing and not be afraid of it.
Yeah, and obviously the animal can pick up if you are anxious or stressed.
Exactly. So you see how you're trying to hook it? Perfect. Just like that. The main thing is people mistake when they start working with venomous, they're so nervous about it. You didn't just do it, but I'm saying as an example, people will come from the side of these big bodied vipers or these big large lapids, and they start poking at the side of the ribs of the snake, which is pissing it off. It's irritating it. And they're fragile. So you're poking at the ribs, it's getting more upset, it's trying to shoot off. Snake hooks are supposed to be used as a scoop. So exactly how you're doing, that's perfect. It's going from under and scooping the animal up, not picking at it, you know? So go ahead and just scoop the animal up, bring that tail towards you, tail it, bring it up, and then you can put it right back inside the enclosure. And if anything happens, I'm right here to call 911 for you.
Okay.
Another thing, look at this. I know it's really weird with detail, but right here's where the cloaca is. Yeah. With every snake you handle, you always want to grab here. Okay. So in front of the cloaca, because it makes them feel more comfortable. When you grab the tip of the tail, it's like pulling on the very last bit of their vertebrae. There you go, right into that rack. Perfect, dude. There we go. Easy enough.
Well, there you go.
Awesome,
First
dude.
cobra.
Good job.
Hey,
Thank you for letting me do that. All right, so there are more snakes to see in this rack. Let's see. We just did the monocles. Let's see what we got here. Yes. Another Egyptian cobra. So this is, Kyle's like, let me back up. I know how crazy these things are.
Nope.
This is the one that's supposed to be more aggressive. The other one that just came out is actually the smaller one. But it seems like this one's being pretty placid today. I'd like to show you guys the beautiful hood on this snake. Let's see how this hood looks. Look at that beautiful hood and a beautiful coloration right in front of that hood if you look. Let's see. You're not gonna do it? It seems like this snake's pretty laid back today.
Really chill.
Yeah. Also, do not handle venomous reptiles in any manner you see me do on this episode of Crocodile Kyle and Ryan's channel. Because I've been doing this since I was a little kid. I understand the body language of snakes. I take the risk into my own hand. I'm not trying to encourage anyone out there to participate. Just enjoy it. Learn about snakes. And you can always work with non-venomous reptiles. Let's see. Right in here, this is really cool. Ryan, I know you like this. This right here is the little Rhino Viper. And this Rhino Viper actually might end up going to Ryan.
Yeah, so I'm actually in the process of getting my venomous snake permit down here. So in California, I work a lot with vipers, rattlesnakes, and I actually work with the gaboons and rhinos. And then still trying to get a little bit more work with the lapids so I can get those permits as well.
Hell yeah,
But
man.
I'm really excited to get this one in my collection because you've got one of my animals coming to you.
Exactly. So Ryan and I are talking about doing a little trade-off where I get his big tame beaded lizard, which I love beaded lizards. Not just any, but a tame one is awesome. I'd love to be able to watch TV with my lizard.
Yeah, so the beaded that he's gonna get, I've actually had since it was about 8 inches long. And when I got it, I would just sit and watch TV. I'd have him chill on my lap. Now, I don't recommend you doing that because they are a venomous lizard. But like Chandler, I've had snakes since I was 3. I got one on my 3rd birthday, and I've had lizards.
Not venomous though.
Not venomous. And I've worked with venomous for about 10 years now. So when I've had my beaded, I spent some time with it, worked with it, and now it's a big adult that will just chill with you. I mean, the most danger you have with that animal is getting scratched. So I'm excited for Chandler to get access to that and me get a rhino.
So you guys see this little guy popping his head out? This is a Tanzanian puff adder. This snake, if it bites you, as you know, Ryan, could cause nasty gangrene, amputation of the arm. It basically just rots you to bits. Another lovely family member of the Bittus family related to rhino vipers, so the puff adder. These are nearly just 3 years old.
Those are really pretty ones. They got high pink.
Oh yeah, they're really good looking. This is actually the duller one out of the 2. So look at this. What's really cool is watching these snakes crawl on the ground because they can move in a straight line and muscle their way straight across to where they need to go. How cool is that?
It's like a
Instead of dancing their way around. They're a lovely snake. So I'm gonna take this little guy, and if you look, there's smiley faces all along the back. So to make you a little bit happy before you get tagged.
Thanks for letting us come down here, man.
thank you
I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We got to learn a little about venomous snakes. If you want to see Chandler, I'm sure if you're watching this video, you already know who he is. Chandlers Wildlife. But make sure to like this video, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Thanks, guys.